Good morning, everybody. We are in the garden again today, and we're talking potatoes. There's been a little bit of drama with the potato situation. Um, as most of you know, I've mentioned before, it's my first time growing potatoes. I've been gardening for 15 plus years, but it was the first time that I had enough space to be able to grow some potatoes. A few days ago, I want to say about 4 or 5 days ago, I noticed yellowing leaves with brown spots on them. And to me, I didn't know what that was. So, off to Google I went. And then I wasn't really sure. Was it blight? Was it early blight? Was it late blight? Was it just dieback? I wasn't sure what it was. So I took some photos and posted them in one of the Facebook gardening groups that I'm a member of, just to get some ideas and some suggestions about what this could be and what I should do. And most people said, you know what, just dig up a plant, see what's under there, and take it from there. And that's what I did. So you know what, I'm going to post some photos on screen about the the spots and the yellowing of the leaves. And like, if I would have seen this on tomatoes at the end of the season, I wouldn't have freaked out. I'm so used to that. But because I'm a new potato gardener, I was a little bit paranoid, a little bit extra sensitive to what it could be. And I like, the last thing I want to do is, if I could get one potato out of this bed, as I've said it since the beginning of the season, I would call it a win. So I was a little bit nervous to, just to navigate what this new thing was on my potatoes. Anywho, so after discussing some suggestions and ideas in the Facebook group, I ended up pulling one plant, and I was pleasantly surprised. And I'll put a photo of that as well. But today that was about, I want to say, two days ago, and then I wanted to come out this morning and harvest another one and bring you along. So I'm going to turn you around, and we're going to get to it. All right. So the first plant that I had pulled up a few days ago was over here. And oh, by the way, since when I saw all of those yellow leaves with the spots, I came by and pruned everything off, which is why you're not seeing any on these plants. Well, there's maybe a few left, just in case it was blight, in case it was going to spread. Like, I just cut everything off. So what I'm going to do is pull a plant where I cut off quite a bit. So I'm going to assume that these are also ready. So since I'm new, I Googled the proper way of how to harvest potatoes as well. I don't have a fork, and it's a raised bed. I mean, I'm just going to do this by hand, just like I did it with the other plant, just not to risk damaging any of the potatoes underneath. So I'm just going to loosen the soil next to the plant, and then I'm going to pull up. I see, like, I have a few stalks here, and we're going to see if we're going to find anything. All right, let's start with, I'll try with two of these. We'll see what happens. Okay, I see a tiny one. Oh, I see something. Oh, this is awesome. This is this has got to be like one of the most rewarding things to harvest. Like, I always enjoyed, harvesting peas and beans and hunting through the aisles, and carrots are pretty fun too when you pull those carrots out. But I have no idea what's under here. So that's kind of cool. You know what? Let me put the plants over here. Oh, there's another one. I'll put these here and we'll look at them at the end. I'm so I'm so pleased. I actually have potatoes. I can't believe I grew these. This is awesome. After that first plant, let me just try to get as much soil off this as possible. I was on a bit of a high for the rest of the day. I'll be honest, because it was so exciting. It's my first time growing potatoes. I'm not going to go too close to this one. But let's see if there's anything else under here. I am not feeling anything. So this one was a little much less than the other one, which is okay. It's totally fine. What's this? Oh, and this one starts there. So I'm not going to mess with that unless, you know what, maybe I'll pull this one too, just for the fun of it, just because we're here. There's little nodules, but can't really eat those. All right. Okay, we're gonna. Should I do this one or this one? We're gonna do this one too. pop these over to the side, and I'm going to move the camera a little bit closer so you can see. I'm going to come around this side. I'm going to harvest this one too. All right, I'm going to loosen around the plant. And I mean, you can use a trowel, you can use a fork if you've got one. I'm always partial to using my hands just because I can feel what's going on. Oh, feel a potato there. All right, let's start pulling. Little potato. Oh, let me get this out of the way. And in theory, like normally what they recommend is that you let all the leaves die back. But I think because I was a little bit nervous that it was blight and it would spread and it would impact the potatoes underneath. But that being said, now that I know that potatoes are actually growing, like this is a more mature, and these are like new potatoes. So what I'm going to do is try to store these, and we'll eat the new ones um, over the next few days. And then I'll just come out every few days or so when we run out of the potatoes to eat and just dig up a plant. Now that I'm a lot less worried now that I know what's going on, to just leave them in the ground and harvest. Come out and harvest when we need them to eat. That seems like unless like things take a real turn for the worse there, and like blight does happen and it takes out the whole, in which case I probably won't wait. But now that I know that there's actually potatoes under here. Little ones. Little nodules again. And I'll just, there's another one. Okay, that might be it. I don't want to go too close to the other guys. Not to disturb them. So that's actually not too bad. This was for 2 plants. I mean, for my first time, and we had about something similar, probably about that. Well, I posted a picture up early on in the video just to see, in terms of how many potatoes can come from one plant. I'm probably going to leave these go. Again, maybe come out every 3 or 4 days. Now, these are Russet Burbank. I had planted them April 16th. So today's about 102 days that they've been in. So in theory, their maturity is from 90 to 120, I believe it was. So in theory, it's very likely time that they're ready. But I'm happy. I mean, first time growing potatoes, I can actually eat something from the garden. I'm super psyched. And a big thank you to my Facebook fellow gardeners that gave me the good suggestion, saying, you know what, just go out and dig and see what you find. And I'm super happy about it. So you know what, it's another one of those things. Like, don't be afraid. What's the worst that can happen? I don't find potatoes. But in this happy instance, I'm glad that I did, and I'm glad that I do have something to harvest, which is pretty awesome. That's it for today, guys. Happy gardening, everybody.